The bantamweight division almost changed from one single punch. Umar Nurmagomedov looks human. Well, he always looked human, but we saw him in trouble for the first time in his career. His short notice opponent, Bekzat Almakhan, caught him with a right overhand that grazed him in the temple, and the timing of that punch was perfect from Bekzat. And Bekzat specifically timed that right overhand when Umar shifted into the opposite stance, lifting his knee upward, which is going to elongate that switch, making it a bigger target for Bekzat to hit. And for people that don't know who Bekzat is, this guy's floored so many of his opponents with one shot. He's incredibly powerful and will further go on to show to be one of the more powerful fighters in the 135-pound division. And all it did was graze him, right? And sometimes those are the shots that knock your equilibrium off, but it was more than that. Umar even said that he doesn't even remember after getting hit. All he remembered afterward was that he was on Bekzat's leg trying to get a takedown. Just instinct, no thought of it at all, which is crazy to think about, that a shot like that dazed him that badly. Can you imagine if that shot landed flush? Just a matter of centimeters would have changed this fight completely. Bekzat probably would have won the fight with that one punch, just slightly adjusting the punch angle. And when Umar ducked, which caused him to get grazed by it, he didn't even see the punch, which he admitted after the fight. All he saw was that Bekzat moved quickly, so he just instinctively ducked from any potential danger coming at him. It was perfect timing and almost perfect precision from Bekzat. Bekzat might be a problem for some of these other 135ers, specifically when it comes to the stand-up, but against Umar, his wrestling was just not up to par whatsoever. He was not ready for the wrestling. Of course, he took the fight up a short notice and he never fought anybody on the level of Umar. The takedowns came very easy, and all Umar was doing was just jabbing and single-legging him. He was timing them very well. Each of the jab takedown combos was timed a little bit differently from Umar, so it was the same technique but used at different moments depending on what Umar was seeing. Like for an example, when we look at the first time he threw the jab into a single leg, from the southpaw stance he first feinted with the jab, and he did this before he committed for the takedown. So he feinted a little bit before, and he saw that Bekzat started to bounce back and forth, right? He bounced away and then forward and back, forward and back. This gave a rhythm for Umar to target. So a little bit later after that, he fakes with the lead hand again. Bekzat hops back very slightly, and Umar knows that he's gonna hop forward after, just like before. And Umar did not back away. When he stepped forward with that feint, he stayed in position and waited for Bekzat to hop forward, and as soon as Umar sees it, he throws a jab, lands clean on Bekzat, and he ducks under for the single leg as Bekzat threw a left hook into a right overhand combination, completely missing the target with the right. Man, he throws that right hand so hard. And every single time Umar got a hold of that single, he collapsed Bekzat to the mat. Now we go to the second time that Umar threw the jab and single leg combo, and he saw something a little bit different. Bekzat actually steps to his left to align an outside foot step, which usually indicates that he's going to fire out the right hand, whether it's going to be as a counter or offensive. But if Umar fires the jab first, he knows that Bekzat's going to throw it as a counter. And that's exactly what he does. He allows Bekzat to have that outside foot advantage. He throws the jab and sees the right hand coming as the counter, just as he predicted. He goes right under it again for the single leg and collapses him to the ground again. The third time Umar does this, he kind of just throws it forward. At this point, he got the respect from Bekzat. He already landed a bunch of ground and pound shots. He already took him down a couple times. He already caused some damage on Bekzat, so he was able to just throw this out there. Just threw out the jab into the single leg and again got him to the mat. And the fourth time was a little bit different. Umar actually steps to take the outside foot, which is completely different from the other three exchanges. And look where Bekzat's left hand goes when Umar takes that step. He brings his left hand outward more to intercept Umar. And as Umar goes forward to throw the quote-unquote jab, Bekzat goes and throws his own counter jab in order to intercept Umar, but Umar did not fire it out there. It was a fake. Played Bekzat again, ducks under the intercepting jab, and gets another single leg takedown. Just beautiful stuff from Umar Nurmagomedov, man. And Umar was laying the ground and pound on this guy. I mean, earlier on, Bekzat was doing a really good job of bucking Umar and exploding back up to his feet. I mean, this guy was literally Derek Lewising his way back up under someone like Umar, which is so crazy. The first few times he did that actually surprised Umar. Getting up from under him was quite impressive. I did not expect Bekzat to have success doing that. The reason why it didn't work this time is because Umar raised himself higher on the body of Bekzat, and he also hooked himself onto Bekzat, grabbing around his body. And this seems to have injured Bekzat because he was limping after the fight, and it seemed like his left leg was somewhat damaged, and I think this is the point of the fight that may have injured that leg, because look what happens to his left leg here. All that weight of Umar on top of him and him leaning back backwards, all that weight on that left knee of Bekzat and his ankle as well. And regarding that down knee slash kick that happened earlier from Bekzat, so Umar was definitely a downed opponent. His knee was on the ground, he was looking to stand up. The knee may have landed, but the kick gets blocked. And once the fight got to the ground, I mean, Umar was just brutalizing him with ground and pound, literally just throwing combinations at him, and even got into full mount very easily. There was barely any defense from Bekzat to stop the mount transition. And what's a Dagestani fight without a Dagestani handcuff? Umar got some of those in there as well, once he had Bekzat up against the fence. And ultimately a risky fight for Umar. He almost got put out in the first round, but then came back and dominated the rest of the fight. Who does he deserve next? Now, Umar Nurmagomedov was the number 13 ranked fighter, and he just beat someone making his UFC debut. Surely that's not going to rise him in the rankings, right? But the thing is, he was supposed to fight Corey Sandhagen before, and perhaps they're going to do that fight again because Merab Dvalishvili is the next guy in line for a title shot. So Corey's not going to get a title shot before Merab, and he's already been booked before against Umar. Now they might do it again. So if that's his next opponent, even though it's way higher in the rankings, it doesn't really make much sense for a number 13 guy to fight a top 5. If it's what they do, it should be an interesting fight. I would like to see him fight the winner of Song Yadong and Petr Yan, or Davidson Figueiredo. If he beats Cody Garbrandt, I think those make a little bit more sense, but I have a feeling they're going to do the Corey Sandhagen fight, and Bekzat is probably going to be around now. Even though he lost the fight, he did have that good moment against Umar, and that enough is going to give him a lot of respect from the brass. So I hope you guys enjoyed the breakdown. If you did, make sure to give this a like, make sure to subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next video.